Alright, here's the main page you start at. When you get to this, hit the X. It'll bring you to the project information page. First thing you're going to do is type in customer name. First name. What? Barbara. Last name. Address. Okay, that's all the customer information you have to put in. Contract information stays the way it is. Then you do the job. Orientation is front door always. And in which direction does the front door face? Now you got to put in how many bedrooms that we're doing for this system. 2. Okay. Next thing you go down to is location. Automatically comes up as Chicago. We got to change this. If you hit the 3 buttons on the... Nope, if you hit the down arrow here, you're going to click select Long Island. Automatically collects Islip MacArthur Airport. So that's what I set up. But you have to use the most nearest reference or weather location for this thing. So is this home closer to Long Island MacArthur Airport, or is it closer to any other airport? Obviously this is the one that's closest to. We have to make sure we use the ASHRAE 2009. Got it? Then you go to Earth Temperature City. You got to change this because that's Richmond, Virginia. Our nearest one here would be New Jersey and Trenton. Because if you go to New York, those are all the other ones which are further away than, obviously, Trenton, New Jersey. Then you hit OK. After that's all set up and done, now you're ready to go to the drawing page, which is Right Draw. Now you have to select all the properties for the home. Let's start with the attic. What do we have? Is it a flat roof ceiling, slope roof ceiling, ceiling under attic, ceiling partition, or layers? What's the roof insulation? Roof insulation is this right here. Obviously it's none. Attic type, is it vented? Vented. Ceiling insulation. This is the insulation that's right here. R50. Ceiling finish, is it half-inch sheetrock? Right. Now you have your attic area done. Next, we're going to go to the floor. Is it an exterior floor? Is it a floor partition, which means it's separated floors? Or on grade or on or below grade? So which one is it? Is this room or area that we're doing AC above a floor, first floor? So it's a floor partition, right? What's the floor finish? Hardwood. What's the insulation in the floor? None? None. Structure. Wood frame. Thickness, 6 inches. Ceiling finish, which is the ceiling down here. Done. Now we're going to do our window selection. Is it a double pane window? What's the framing? Vinyl or wood? Select vinyl. Outer pane, clear, filled with air or gas. Typically it's air. Inner pane's obviously clear. It's a 1/4 inch gap. You always leave these things the same. So the only thing you're changing here is if it's single, double, triple, block, or skylight type, and metal framing, or framing material. Now we're going to do the exterior wall. What's the exterior look like? Wood outside? So it's no vinyl or anything? So we have vinyl siding. The sheathing is what? 1/2 inch wood. Cavity insulation. Okay. Exterior finish. What's the exterior finish? None. Is it plywood, half inch? Which it typically is. Exterior board insulation, which means foam board. It's probably none. Framing, is it 2x4 standard? And then interior board insulation, obviously none, because that would be insulation on the foam board insulation on the studs, then sheetrock. Now we're going to select our door. Is it a solid hardwood door on the front? It's a metal door for the front of the house. Okay, so it's a solid, it's a metal EPS door. Metal polypropylene foam in it. Is there a storm door? Okay. Now you just configured your house for what it is. Got it? Are we doing block load or room by room? Okay, room by room. So we have so now while you're in here, we're doing a one level situation. What I like to do is I click on the other level and delete the sheet. Okay? I delete this so that I'm only working with one level and nothing gets confused. Okay? So now you have a 25 by 40 area. Click on the room. Do 25 by 40. And that's done. Now within here, you have multiple rooms. You have a living room, which is 13 by 25. So we're going to do the living room first, which is 13 by here. Now you're going to name this living room. Then you have a bedroom 1, which is 11.5 by 13. Over here you have a kitchen, which is 12 by 10.5. Then you have a bathroom, which is 9 by 5. And the rest of this area is a master bedroom, right? So you're going to select this room button here, which does a room wall by wall. Got it? See how that fills it in? You get that, Scott? Okay. Now, here you obviously have an open floor plan from the kitchen and here to into the living room. So I'm going to select a doorway here, stretch this all the way out, and then make this door from opening top right to a wall opening. So now it gives it an open space. Got it? Then I'm going to select a door for this bedroom here, select a door for the bathroom, select a door for the master bedroom. Now, when you understand something, is that this door that we selected here in the main area actually represents every single door that you do. So, what you need to do is change these properties. By doing that, you click here. So it's probably either a solid or a hollow door. So you're going to click hollow door with no storm door. It's an interior door. You can do the same thing for this door right here. And the same thing for this door right here. Okay? This is your construction type. You click on this to change everything. So now your doors are what they are. Okay, now that you have your walls, rooms, doors laid out, we're going to do our windows next. You have a window here that you're telling me is 45 square feet. If you click this window here, standard, all windows are 3 by 4. That's how they start off. So it's probably a width of about 8 or 9, right? 9 times 4 is 36, and it's probably by 5. So right there you get your 45. Okay? That's how this window gets bigger. You have another window in the bedroom, which is a 20 square foot. Let's call that 5. And you have a window in the master bedroom at all. The other thing I can do also is, if you know all these windows are the same, I can click on the window, copy it, and then paste, and then just drag this window over to here and call it a day. Now if I'm putting a door here, you're telling me it's a sliding glass door. I'm going to do my properties here. And let's see what we got here. Sliding door. And your height's about that by, let's just say probably 6, right? So now there's our sliding glass door. Okay. Any windows in the bathroom? We have a window right there. Just click on that, call that a day. Then a window in the kitchen. That's done. No other windows here or here. Okay. Okay, right here, this is your room by room load calculation. It's done. Windows. So this is our room by room load calculation. Windows, settings for the house, everything's labeled, and you have everything else in here. If you click on this button right here, this gives you your load meter. This tells you what cooling and heating you'll need. So if you look here, you have to add your sensible and latent together in order to get your BTUs. So right now I'm looking at 20,000 BTUs. So you can say that a 2-ton system is perfect for this house. Done. We never want to do anything smaller than 2 tons. I don't care what it is. So you have that. Now, one thing that you are missing is people that live in here, and also 2 BTUs that the house gives off. Like if you're in your kitchen, how many people live in the house? 3. So let's just say there's 1 person in the kitchen. Then you're going to do your appliances. You get kitchen. You're going to go to scenario number 1, or default scenario, refrigerator range with vented hood. You click OK. Now it's calculating all your BTUs that can be given off in your kitchen. Now let's just say you have your living room. You're going to do occupants in there. We'll do 2. That'll equal the amount of people that are in there. Now let's see if we have any other appliances for like the living room. electronics and stuff like that. So that gives you a BTU calculation of 900. You click on that, and now you're done. There's really nothing else anywhere else. You understand? So now if you hit your load calculation again, it ups your sensible and your latent. No, it doesn't matter like that. No. So you're going to want to get your most stuff that's used all the time. So with that, brings up your sensible and your latent a little bit more to right about 24,000 BTUs, which is a 2-ton. Perfect. Okay? So that's all done. You have that. Next thing you want to do is go here, your simplified method of infiltration per house, for entire house. Quality construction. Is it semi-tight, average, semi-loose, or loose? Depending on if we did HP work there, if we air sealed everything. So I like to always say average. Number of stories above grade, 1, 2, okay. Exposures, 3 or 4 sides of the house, obviously. And that's it, you're done there. Okay. Next thing here, you're going to hit load preferences. I'm going to click, it's going in the attic. Okay. Heating option is hydronic only. Cooling option is air only. Okay. You're going to go to duct preferences for the entire house. Click here. You're going to go down to Powersmith. You're going to change on the supply to show what's on return for your maximum and minimum velocity. You're going to change your maximum to 500 feet per minute, and then minimum 300 feet per minute. Okay. Down in duct layout, you're going to change user defined to X-axis plenum. By doing that, it's going to give you an automatic build out of the ductwork for what you need at this point. So after you choose all that, you're going to click on this button for the static pressure for the entire house. Cooling area only. Coil 0.03. No heat exchanger. Supply diffusers are 0.03. Return grill is 0.03. Filter is 0.17. Humidifier is none. Balance damper is 0.03. Okay. Back to our drawing. Now, this button right here is the equipment. We're going to click on that. We're going to go to split AC. We're going to type in our static pressure, which we want to be at 0.5. Okay. Now you're going to select your equipment. So when you're selecting equipment, you're going to go down and choose either Comfort Maker or Carrier, whichever we're using. You hit Comfort Maker, and you're going to type in your SEER. What's our SEER? 17. So you're going to be a range of between 15 and 18. Helps gives you a wide enough window to search. You're going to type in your coil, which is your your condenser prefix, which here would be CCA736. Then you're going to go down to your coil, which is your fan coil prefix, which is FCM4X. So right here, you have your condenser model number, which is on your work scope, and your coil model number, which is on your work scope, to match up with your SEER. When you do that, you hit OK. Then, is it a 2-stage system? You got to make sure you hit 2-stage. And you click Apply. Then you click OK. So now we changed everything to 2 tons because that's what you need. Your capacity in BTUs, you have to make sure it's smaller than what you want and larger than what you want for min and max in order to bring up what you need. You click here. Now, in order to get the higher SEER, your coil is going to be a 3-ton coil, and your condenser is going to be a 2-ton condenser. That's how you get a higher sear. Okay? So make sure you pay attention to that. So you have a 3-ton fan coil, 2-ton condenser. Is a 2-ton system with a higher sear rating. And you click that. This automatically gives you your design CFM flow for your system with the static pressure that you chose at 0.5. Okay. Now if you click on the icons over here for ducts and duct notations, it'll show you what's going on. Then it'll lay out what grills of the system, things that you need where. Now this may not always work because you may want to put a grill here. You may want to put a grill here. You may want to take this grill and omit it altogether. And you'll have one in the kitchen. Is there one going in the bathroom? Then you have here in the hallway, which is a little ridiculous. You take all these out. Then in the master bedroom, it's probably going to call for 2. One here, slide one there. Bedroom here, and that's done. Here's your return. You can move around to wherever you feel necessary. Okay. Then when you click on your duct notations, it's going to tell you how much CFM should be coming out of each supply. Okay. Not only does it do that, but it's also going to tell me what size ducts I need to get, I need to purchase. Also what size return plenum, return duct I need to get, and everything else from there. Okay? Okay. That is your entire duct layout, system layout, design for your house. You check back here, your sensible and latent. Scott, like I was telling Joe, that after you include your load calculations like kitchen design, and then how many people live in here, it bumps up your sensible and your latent to the right number, so you're hovering at 24,000 BTUs exactly. Then you have to check back here at this static pressure for entire house, where it says heating and cooling. If the words OK are not there, you cannot go ahead with this. You have to adjust things. Let's just say this said 1.5. That's not right. If this said negative or whatever it says, if it doesn't say OK, you have to go back and adjust things. I don't have an example right now to show you for how to adjust it, but I would just mess with these numbers right here until the number comes up perfectly. Right now, everything's laid out. Just double check your load preferences, because they are going to check this. It's going to say attic, which you did select, where it says ducts are located in attic. That's it. Hit that right there. Now, you have to make sure that you save this. I would set up a file right away before you start this. It could constantly hit that save icon. Napping in. It's going to go obviously under our file for right soft. You can see right there, napping in right drawer. Let's just double check all of our stuff. like to run through all these icons again to make sure that everything I chose is properly done. So name split AC furnace, you want to take that out and just do split AC. So now at this moment, you're able to save it again. So from here, after you have everything laid out, always make sure you save, and you hit print, and you want to print loads, equipment, draw, and duct. Click print. Everything else here is scaled to fit, which is perfect. You click OK. It's going to generate the report, which is typically 15 to 20 something pages. Printer's already set up for you. You click OK. And now it's printing all the pages. Now you're done. And that's that.